Hey everyone, happy Monday.
Hello.
Happy reading sprints. Happy everything.
Yes.
Happy August is almost over.
I just want to start reading all of my September books like right now.
I feel like everybody's in that same boat. Everybody's in the same boat.
Today is Kevin's birthday, so
is
happy
it?
birthday, Kevin. Yeah.
Aww.
Kevin.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice. All right, you guys want to start out first with what you're going to be reading tonight?
I think I'm gonna try to finish listening to Murder in an Irish Pub by Carleen O'Connor. I'm not a huge fan, and I just want to get it done.
How much more do you have?
I think I'm like 70-something% into it.
Okay.
But yeah, I just don't think this is the cozy mystery series for me. I love a good Irish setting, but the main character just aggravates me too much. She annoys me too much. I can't.
That's fair.
Yeah. What about you, Tiffany?
I am on chapter 19 and 22 in the Pin Dutch Inn series that I'm reading on ebook. And I'm also listing about 70% into Batter Off Dead, which is like number 9 or 10 in the country store. But I also need to edit a video for my other channel. But it's been really weird because I haven't been going the last few days and I haven't like checked in because my birthday, my grandmother made me dinner, and then the next night I went out friends, which was really, really hard. I will never try to eat out on this diet again. It was so much better just to eat at home. And then this week I didn't want to go grocery shopping because I'm leaving on Thursday, so I'm trying to get by on what I have, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, I'm going to edit that as well.
Awesome.
What about you, Sarah?
I am going to finish off Lemon Drop Dead, Amanda Flower. Book number, I don't care anymore in that series because I'm done. And I just want to stop reading it now. I can't read series back to back, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew it.
It's okay. There you go.
So, yeah, I'm going to finish it tonight. I'm at 65%. And I think I've been reading a lot of cozies, which I love. And I enjoy them, but I miss my romance. And you actually, I was just watching a vlog of yours from a few days ago or a few weeks ago. You read Evidence of the Affair by Taylor Jenkins Reid?
Yes.
And I'm going to read that next. I'm going to finish off my month with a book that Lee really liked. It's on KU. It's a romance, I'm assuming.
And it's short. So you feel accomplished right after.
I know, right? Like, yes.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it.
Good.
Nice.
If you hear some thunder booming, it's because it's like storming here, and I've got a dog that's not very happy. So.
It's making you hot again.
Yes.
I'm going to finish Vessel by Lisa Nichols. I would say it's maybe like space horror-ish.
Okay.
This is not my normal genre, but this was a buddy read, so I'm 99% through it.
Oh wow.
So
what do you think you'll rate it?
I 3.5, 4 stars for not being my. And then last night I read a horror short story too, and I'm just okay, she's trying to break me out of my comfort zone there, and I'm like, they're not that bad, so okay. And then after that, which will probably be just 9 minutes, I will go back to Killer Kung Pao because I need to get this one.
Nice.
So.
Excellent.
So after some scary space, I'll just go to the comfort of the Asia village. So
Yeah.
The comfort of a murder victim.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
That's it. Let's see who we have. We have Hannah here. Hi everyone. I'm going to be reading Peanut Butter Panic by Amanda Flower. Hopefully I'll make some progress. I've been feeling kind of slumpy the last couple days.
Oh, that's a bummer.
We have Hi Tina. I don't know what I'm reading yet.
If you need help.
If you need any suggestions, Tiffany's here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Dream. Tonight I'm going to read On Thin Icing by Ellie Alexander.
Yay.
Just finished that book in one sitting, The Peanut Butter Panic. It was amazing. I too also really enjoyed Peanut Butter Panic.
I'll get to it in September later on.
Well.
You liked it? You read it, Tiffany?
I did. I loved it. Well, I don't want to say too much, but I did.
I'm making myself get through 2 books that I can't really stand so that I can enjoy something really good.
You will. I enjoyed it a lot.
Because I'm still reading on that one horror book that's just horrible, but I need it for the magical readathon. It's like the last class one, so I'm just trudging through. I'm like 84% into it.
Oh, you're
So,
close.
yeah,
Close.
so
You're
I'm-
almost there.
You got this.
there's no plot. All it is like body horror and gore and no plot. Like
No, thank you.
nothing
Yeah.
to it.
I-
Even my friends like, there's nothing to this. I don't know what happened.
Which is sad when you're just like don't even know what this was about. Amy said, "Hi everyone. I'm currently reading Soul Taken by Patricia Biggs. I'm at 14%.
Urban
So
fantasy, I think.
sounds. Oh, okay. I was going
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Pagan's here reading A Side of Murder, Darling Deli number 18.
Nice.
Getting back into those. Lauren's here. Hi everyone. Happy Monday. Tonight I'm reading Southern Magic.
I'm looking that one up.
Nadine, fingers crossed I can read the 26 pages I have left to finish in The Brutal Telling by Louise Penny, number 5.
You can do it.
It'll be a solid 5 stars for me. I'm in a reading slump.
Nice, Nadine. Well, I mean, not the read slump, the 5
Yeah.
stars.
I'm hearing that from a lot of people, though.
They're in a slump.
Yep.
I think we're all just like at that like turnover of the season.
I think that's it. It's like not just the end of the month, but also the turning of the seasons. I'm like, I'm done. Give me the stuff.
Mhm. If you're a parent, your kid's about to go back to school, your schedule
Yeah.
changes, everybody's at that point.
Yep.
Yep, I agree.
So Lauren, yeah, the Southern Magic book, is that Sweet Tea Witch Mystery number 1? Because it looks super cute.
I think that might be it. Cass said, "Hi everyone. I'm reading Long Way Home by Lynn Austen. Flips back and forth between World War II and just after the war. Compelling read so far."
Sounds good.
Nice.
And hi Jessica. I will be starting A Part in the Dark. I'm not going to pronounce that name. Alicia says hello, reading A Call for Kelp by
Yeah.
Ray Baker. I hadn't planned to read that until Sarah said the book one after it's on Halloween. Sarah adds a lot to my TBR. Yeah, she adds
Sorry, not sorry.
I feel
all of our TBRs.
right.
Like I was watching Criminale this morning, and he said because he had COVID, and he's like, yeah, in the middle of the night he was watching one of my videos and ended up ordering 2 Harlequin books.
I know how that
You're
goes.
welcome.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Kelly said hello, everyone. I'm reading Sanibel Dreams by Hope Holloway.
They reminded me. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
I was just going to say, I had a friend in college that was like, I don't have one night stands at all. But sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I don't know what I've ordered online.
There you go.
That's
I
a true
believe it
fact.
works like that. Yeah.
Yep.
NetGalley gets me in the middle of the night when I wake up and I can't go back to sleep, and I'm like, oh, what's on NetGalley? Oh, click, 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 click.
I get you.
Oh, yay, Anita.
Anita said greetings. Tonight I'm reading 2 Part Sugar, 1 Part Murder by Valerie Burns.
That one looks really cute.
And Bev said hello, reading The Arc of a Trip with Trouble by Diane Kelly.
That's the second in that Mountain Lodge series. I'll tell him.
Book fan, hello, reading Something Red, Something Dead by Eva Gates.
Excellent.
And Rosie said hi. What are you reading? Just Jessica said hello, everyone. I'll hopefully be finishing Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander, at least 50 pages into my fantasy. Got to the halfway mark of page 658 yesterday.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh, 658. Okay.
Wow.
Melanie, hi all. Reading The Hidden Corpse, number 2 in the Food Blogger Mystery.
Excellent.
Green Stick, hello friends. I'm going to start off reading Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey. And Cozy's here, hello. I have 1 hour to read before I have to get ready to go out for dinner. Chili's, very nice.
Ooh, nice.
Hi Lee, hi Storm, hi Sarah, hi Tiffany, hi everyone. I'm reading A Broth of Betrayal by Connie Archer, number 2 in the Soup Lovers.
I read
Are you
brothel.
enjoying
But that's
that one?
fine.
Brothel.
I read it as brothel. I'm like, all right, sure.
Melmac, are you enjoying that series?
And Lady Valerie says, hi everyone. I'm reading, listening to, and then there were Crumbs by Eve Coulter. 50% into it. I'm going to hope to make a big dent in it tonight.
Great title.
Cozy's reading Scumble River number 2. Karen said, hi Lee, hi Storm, hi Sarah, hi Tiffany, hi everyone. I'm reading Pearls and Potions by Nancy Warren. I think it's the 5th book in the Vampire Knitting Club.
Nice.
Very nice. Hi Karen. Cozy, have a great time. Not enough bookshelves. Hi everyone. I'm not reading tonight, just being productive and getting things done. Excellent. I love to
Absolutely.
hear that.
Like it.
I love that. Storming in Oklahoma as well. And Nancy said, hello, everyone. Reading Rest in Peace by Rita May and Sneaky Pie Brown also started The Book Woman of Troublesome Creek, which is fascinating about the blue people of Kentucky.
Fabulous book.
Yeah?
Fabulous historical fiction.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Mhm.
Then we have Sarah Beth said, Storm, that color looks great on you. I'm just made a reading area in front of my bed, a small table with a camping chair and a paw print cushion on the chair. That's
Oh,
very
nice.
nice.
Oh, cute.
Sounds cool.
Some storming here as well. Dresden. I'm the same way. I
Right
love
under my desk.
Carrion.
Aw.
I'm the same way. I love cozy mysteries, but I have to have my other genres as well.
Yep.
I think I'm going to reread After Ever Happy by Anna Todd.
Nice.
Nice.
And we have Peanut Butter Panic is slotted for a prompt on the Footloose readathon, so I want it in September already.
Nice.
Excellent.
Storm, your horror book sounds perfect for Tiffany.
Not.
I'm the same way. I have my vary of my genres. I rarely read back to back for the same reason as Sarah
Mhm.
or Dresden. Amberjin says, hi, everyone. For the first sprint, I'm going to add new Kindle books to my Goodreads.
Always fun.
Excellent.
Very nice. It's the end of the month. I want to read other books I've slotted for September. Yeah, we're
True.
like, listen, I'm so annoyed of saying magical readathon at this point. I'm just like, can this be over with already?
Yeah.
No.
I know it's like I've got to get this one done. It's like the last one I need for that, and I don't have to say anything about it again.
I'm just like, why was I trying to do 4 years this year and we're done? I say that now,
Right.
but when it comes around again.
You're going to be like, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, April comes around again, and she'll be like, "Oh, I want to."
I have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just enough time to forget how much you hated it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm thinking my character only needs to go to one class.
right.
He doesn't need to.
Magical readathon dropout.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't need to be distinguished. I'm good at just, average.
Hey, yeah, that's how I've gotten through life so far. It's done me well.
I agree.
I feel like it's like either a 2-year or a 4-year school. See, we just need to do the 2-year and like leave the.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
go, leave the other one out. Just do it.
Even an associate's
It's like,
degree.
I have an associate's,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. An associate's and I'm out.
which is perfect. I mean,
I'm just here to pick up a credit or two. We're fine.
I'm continuing ed. I'm not
I'm
looking
continuing
for-
education.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go. I'm not going for anything in specific. Sherry said, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all enjoying your day.
Sherry.
Yes, it is. So that was to Sarah about it being the sweet tea.
Awesome.
So that's why I'm feeling slumpy. Me
Mhm.
too. Everybody. Jessica, it always happens. The slump mine in July, but I want to skip and go straight to my fall reads and be done with summer. Jessica, I am with you. I'm all about fall getting here already. I said I have been having a nice cozy mystery slump the last 3 months. Reading A Trip with Trouble has gotten me out of it finally.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Sherry says, was finishing On the Wings of Heroes by Richard Peck, which is a middle grade.
Awesome.
Green Stick saying to Nancy about Troublesome Creek. Susan said, hi, everyone. Reading Flame and Fortune by Jana De Leon. It's number 22 in the series.
Wow, Susan. Hi.
She loves it so far.
Oh, awesome. That's the Valerie Burns new one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Amy said, hello. I think I'm going to be reading Honey, Don't List by Christina Lauren.
Oh,
That's-
excellent.
A book not a lot of people liked. I thought it was adorable.
See?
I feel like that author, those two women, I guess, are hit or miss for me.
It's true.
Normally it's like you either like an author or you don't. I mean, not that you can't like an author's work just because you like them. I get that. But I feel like I never know going in.
It's true. It's a crapshoot.
And I'm very polarized in whether I like something. I either really like it or I'm like, this was,
Because I love the Unhoneymooners, and they haven't done a book to that standard, in my opinion, since the Unhoneymooners. But their other stuff has been
I'm gonna
good,
try that.
just not fabulous.
Mhm.
I've heard a lot of people like the Honeymooners, so I need to try that because I've never tried Christina Lauren. So
My mom read it and loved it. There's a little bit of adult content, but most of it's behind closed doors, and it's hilarious. You got to read it, Storm. Read it from September for Autumn and More.
Mm.
There you go. Getting pressured into another readathon, but I know you were already doing that one.
I have like 4, but I'm like the only one that I have like diehard. Like I know I want to read these for like the autumn and more. And the other one just like if I can find something that fits, then
Yeah.
I'm good.
Exactly.
That's how I feel with Footloose. I found one to get me a bingo, and after that, I'm like, whatever fits in there. So,
I'm just gonna as I go through the month, just plug stuff in as I read it
Me
and see where
too.
we end up.
and you'll get it.
And I
It'll-
always usually get at least a bingo or something.
yeah,
Right?
without even trying, you get it.
Yes.
That's it. ML Max said a book with a brothel in the title would be a different genre. We'll stop right here so we can start our first sprint.
Yay.
Sounds good.
And we'll read to the top of the hour. Oh, I heard those thunder.
Goodness gracious.
Yikes.
thundering.
Wow.
I heard that.
President's like
Oh,
Oh.
God. Poor girl. I mean, goodness.
Mhm. All
Happy
right.
readings, everyone.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
How did reading go for everybody?
Good. I got my video edited and exported, so all I have to do is upload it for the other channel. So that's finished, and I listened to a little bit. My eyes are tired, so I just listened to a little bit of Better Off Dead.
Very nice.
Yes.
How about you, Storm?
I'm at 89% of the Murder in the Irish Pub, so I'm almost.
You are almost there.
Yeah, you're getting there. And I finished my book. Totally did not end how I thought it was going to end. I would give 3.754 stars. I'm not sure yet, but I enjoyed it.
This is the space horror?
Yes, space horror, which I don't know necessarily that it's horror. I mean, is it scary? Well, do I think anything that would happen in space is scary? Sure. Do I
What's
think
it called
space
again?
is scary? Vessel by Lisa Nichols. Lisa A.
Is it a buddy read with Robin?
With Sharon.
Oh,
She really has me like branching out into different things, and so far I've really enjoyed everything we've read.
that's awesome.
Yeah. What I have noticed is that it's difficult for me to discuss with her buddy reads about cozy mysteries. Because I feel like it's just like, did you like the town? Yes. Did you know who the murderer was? No. All right then. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. There's like, I feel like it's a more of a personal read. Like a cozy mystery is more of a personal read than like a deep discussion. That's just how I'm discussing with her.
I feel like
It's a thriller, a science fiction thriller, so maybe, I mean, thriller horror is a little bit kind of.
Yeah, I thought more thriller, like science fiction thriller. Yeah.
That's what it says, like thriller and sci-fi.
I feel like I'm a not great buddy read anyways. Like I enjoy doing buddy reads, but I'm like, liked the characters, liked the town. It was good. You know what I mean? Like I don't like I learned from the knockouts that I don't like pulling apart books I'm just reading for fun, because then I don't have as much fun and enjoy them for just the enjoyment of it. And so I was like, okay, I don't want to do that anymore. And so sometimes I feel like I'm not the best buddy read. I'm like, oh, I'm done, and this is, very generic. I don't know.
I buddy watch better than I buddy read. Whenever when my friend had finished the Virgin River series, she finished the season, and she's like, "You've got to watch it because I want to talk to her." So all these things, and I was watching it, and I'd be like, "Oh, I can't believe this, and I can't believe it," and it would be like this row of things. And I just love watching this. That's why I say I buddy watch better than I do read.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, she was very much like, she sought me out and was like, I know you don't like buddy reads. I'm going to be like, if you want, I'll be your buddy part. And I'm like, I just said I don't like buddy reading. But at first I kind of felt like, oh, all right. But then she she used to be like a writer and a bunch of other things. So she pulls the questions out of you, gets you to really think about other parts of it, which is just not something I would think of on my own. And again, more thrillers and other things, I think you can get more of a conversation out of.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's hard to pull questions out of cozies because it's like, who did you think was the suspect? And
much more enjoyment for me, tell me the story and take me along type of thing.
Yeah, it's like when we talk about our scavenger hunt picks, it's like, it was about this and I really liked it.
Yeah.
Or I didn't like it.
Yeah, but somebody doesn't at chapter 3, what did you think of? I can't even think of
blah, blah. Yeah.
And it's like, nah, I don't really do that. But it's worked with these other books, so. Yeah. And then I ate dinner, and then I read a chapter in Killer Kung Pao.
What did you have for dinner?
Shrimp, rice, roasted vegetables, and a cucumber salad.
That
nice.
Delicious.
It was delicious.
My dinner's sitting beside me because it took us way longer to cook than we anticipated.
What are you
having? Chicken stuffed with ham and cheese and mashed potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to say here, because while I was eating, I was watching your video, Sarah. And as I'm watching you talk about them being on the Arctic trip, I'm thinking to myself, I need to I bet you I know that Ben Brown was on this expedition. And then 2 minutes later, you said, "Oh, Ben Brown." I'm like, I knew that's who she was watching. I knew it was Ben Brown expedition.
And I freaking on that Sunday, I like all day. That's all I did all day was watch all of his vlogs. I'm like, oh,
he's amazing, like cinematographer and everything. Like,
yes, the
really
drone shots I'm like, oh my God, you know?
When that Antarctica trip came out, I was like about that all the time. I couldn't wait for the videos to come out. It was
they were so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just to see like the regular people that got to go on the trip with like these experienced people in the Arctic.
And watching like, because like I said, I just found Tom Scott and I'm like now obsessed. Mm-hmm. And he's so funny because he's like, yeah, he goes, so then like he was telling his side on his vlogs or whatever. And he's like, yeah, and he goes, they just roomed me with Chris Hadfield. Like,
you're just like the astronaut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Aaliyah said, listening to When You Got a Good Thing by Kate Nolan, physically reading The Problem with Forever by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Very nice.
Nice.
Karen asked, has anyone read the book Woman's Daughter yet?
I got to get to it.
Have not.
Mm-hmm. Snazzy Moose is here. Hello. I'm excited for sprints. I'm making paper mache dinosaur egg pinata and listening to What Moves the Dead. I did watch a little Instagram clip the other day of people making paper mache and like thinking they invented the wheel for the very first time. I'm like, this is not a new concept in elementary school. But they're just like, no, you have to see this. I'm like, nothing new.
Snazzy, are you liking What Moves the Dead? I'm curious.
I had never heard of them, but it's nice to know about them through historical fiction. You're listening to Outside by Linda Castillo.
Nice.
Sarah, those glasses look great on you. That pink color is so pretty on you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Jesse, I was lucky I picked a lot of graphic novels and a few cozies and finished my magical readathon early, and I'm on the last quest, which was that one that posted on Twitter halfway through. Yeah, I wish I hadn't known about those because that just made me dump 4 more quests on there. But
you know, my problem is I think I shouldn't have went and like logged anything on the thing until I was done with everything, because now I've forgotten.
Me too.
What I've put on there and what I haven't put on there, so I feel like I'm gonna miss something, whatever. And we get points for it, and so I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna miss something.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at everything again. I'm like, where did I leave off? Luckily, not that many people were reading Babysitter's Club, so I was able to find my spot quickly. If it had been like a Sarah J. Maas or something like that, forget it. I would have been lost.
I feel funny because it's like mine's all, you know, and yours is probably like this too, but here we're on this magical readathon, and like all of my books, like only one of them has anything to do with like some kind of fantasy like element, and the other ones are, and all the people in my like guild and stuff, they're all talking about all these fantasy books, and I'm like, I just finished, you know, The Secret of Bow Lane. It's a historical mystery.
Yeah, none of mine. Yeah, they're all like these, and I don't get it. They're like, I have 16 prompts to read. I'm going to read these 500 plus page books for each of them. I'm like, you're out of your mind.
And I'm not okay. This is not a put down for anyone in the comments, but generally they're probably all teenagers who are currently out of school.
Exactly.
So they have the time.
Yes. No, you're right. They are.
Yeah, there is a lot of them, but then there's just a lot of them that they're just huge into fantasy, and they make it so like complicated.
Yes.
And you know, if you can do that, that's cool. But I can't do complicated, so I'm like, I picked like, I mean, even when I picked what my person was going to be, like a mage hunter or whatever it is, I looked ahead at August to see how many books I was going to have to read if I picked this person. You know, this thing to do. And it's like, okay, so if I do this, then I only have to do 6 books instead of just picking kind of, oh, this one sounds cool. And then you look, and then you don't really think about it. And then you look in August and you have to read like 10 books. And it's like,
yeah. They don't care though. They're just like, oh, well, I'll just read.
Like some of mine have like, they're still like, I still have 6 books to read. Can I get them done before? I'm like, you just gotta read all day and all night.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's
September 1st.
And we're like, maybe you should like get some audiobooks and shorter ones. Throw in some shorter ones. Change it up. They don't.
They don't at all. Danielle said, hi, everyone. Going to try to finish some more partially read books before September starts. Very nice. Jessica, I agree, Sarah. The On the Honeymooners was amazing. I've read everything else and nothing but good. I haven't read the new one out yet.
I haven't read the new one yet either, Jessica. Maybe we'll buddy read it in October.
Keep on adding on. Anna got her bingo planned out, but everything else is a bonus.
Awesome.
Storm, your home lives up to your name.
Yep.
Right now it's been, yeah.
Love the Honeymooners. Jessie said, hello, everyone. I'm reading Blackberry Summer by Rayanne Steen.
Nice.
Excellent.
I said that because as soon as you like said bye, like all three of you disappeared, and I was like,
I saw that. I was like, well, she's by herself.
Like, okay.
I saw that. I was like, oh man. People talking to each other.
Wait, Cozy's reading Blackberry Summer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's her one little romance. She's got cozy romance, cozy.
I love it. Are you enjoying it?
Nice. Hope you like it. Cajun finished her book. Excellent.
Excellent, Cajun.
Nice.
Storming really bad. Her fingers crossed they don't lose power. Thunder just shook the whole house.
Woo.
Yeah, ours hummed. My air conditioner went, no. I'm like, no.
Yeah. That's, like last night out of nowhere, it wasn't storming or anything. I just went to bed and like 2 minutes later, like the power went out. We're like, for what? Like nothing happened. And then like 2 minutes later it came back.
Well, it wasn't doing anything earlier today, and we came home and I come upstairs and I'm like, my air conditioner is not on. And I'm like seeing the blinking lights. I was like, oh, power went out while we were gone.
Yeah, that's like annoying because now you got to fix everything. I think Sarah's frozen, or she's very intently reading something.
Yeah.
Lauren said I was able to get 21% of Southern Magic, and it is so cute. A little witchy magic and pets. Pretty darn adorable, and getting me into the fall vibes while it's still very much summer here.
It sounds cute.
60%, 45%, 10%, 57%, page 51, 60 pages. Finished chapter 9 of 23. Made it to 20%.
Wow, nice, everybody.
I read nothing, but I watched Sarah's vlog and a few other BookTube videos.
I watched her vlog earlier today.
Yeah, I did. I was like,
when I probably should have been reading that horrible book.
Getting yourself ahead.
That's why I said I know when I'm kind of slumping a little bit, because I will just watch BookTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
BookTube. And I'm like, I really should be like listening to this book or reading this book.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to do an audiobook now, but I'm like, no, save that for when I'm at work. Do the physical book now.
Exactly.
You know.
I'm the same way.
And I feel bad because it's like an e-arc, but it's not getting a good score.
Yeah. Are you back, Sarah? Or she looks frozen again?
Being,
Yeah. Well, my friend, she's like, I don't know whether I want to give it a 2-star or a 3-star. And then I said, I don't even know what's going on. I don't get it. And she goes, you still don't know at the end. So I'm like, great. So it's like
so annoying.
So it's like one of those where it's like you read it and then at the end you're still like, why did this happen?
Amber Jen added a little over 100 books to her Goodreads.
Oh,
I feel you.
Wow.
Are these like books that you have or books that you want to read? That's what I'd like to know.
There you go. Val said read 14%, getting me to 64% of the book. Jen said, hi, everyone. Just got home and settled and read a few pages. What are you reading? Wow, exactly. Over 100. Melmac got 16 pages of a brothel and a betrayal.
Thank you, Melmac.
That's hilarious.
Jenny said, hi, everyone. Late joining tonight. We're having a major storm here, and it took down part of my fence. Listening to Better Than
Watching
Family March. I hope it's not that bad.
Yeah.
One of my friends here just had on their property, they had like the appraiser came to say it was like $5,700 worth of damage. And it was like a tree from their property landed on their neighbor's shed.
Oh, no.
Their kid's playset is gone. Their like portable garage thing that's destroyed.
Oh.
Like, and it wasn't even that bad of a storm, but wind, I guess. Yeah, I've such devouring my book at this point, 77 pages. I'm so emotional, teary, even such a good book.
Oh, that's awesome.
You are the best kind.
Yeah, I had to go back and look at it. I was like, well, what is she reading? But it's A Long Way Home by Lynn Austen.
Yeah, the Will
course.
Forster one.
Alicia, my favorite author.
Seaside Cafe Mystery. So cute, well written. Very nice. Say hello. So are people dealing with storms? Yeah. I was on a midnight last night and just browsing Amazon, working on my Goodreads right now. And I'm like, where did all these books come from? And that's how it happens.
Truth.
At 14% of Rest in Pieces. Sorry to hear that, Jenny. We've had some rainstorms here too. Yeah. Everybody seems to be getting it today.
Mm-hmm.
11% done. 48% done. Almost lost my place right there. 10% done. Melmac romance readers here. Has anyone read books by T.L. Swan? I've had the Miles High Club on my wish list, and book 1 is on sale, so I bought it.
I've heard of that, but I haven't.
I have not.
Mm-mm.
Oh, is that part of the Berry Basket? I
Mulberry.
want to get to book 2 in that series. I really loved the first book.
Nice. I think I'm going to read the first 2 prequel short stories for The Wrath and the Dawn, The Moth and the Flame, and The Crown and the Arrow.
Wow.
Sarah will be doing buddy reads every month, so why not break up my witch books for October?
No, I'm doing witch books in October too, Jessica. So we'll have to find a witch book to buddy read in October. We'll save the Christina Lawrence of November. Sarah and Jessica's buddy reads.
I know. I was gonna say. I think you found a buddy read partner because, like, you've been
Right?
Cozy said, it feels like a cozy so far. Main character owns a bead shop. There was a break-in. A cop has a crush on her. Listening on audiobook.
Ran Thane.
Also, I'm saying some of the like cozy women's fiction is exactly like a
Yes.
Debbie McComber's the same way. They're
Yes.
really like a cozy mystery without the murder.
Mhm.
And sometimes
Exactly.
she's the murder, I guess. But
That's exactly what it is. I'm reading out of order by mistake. This is the first one in this series, but an older NetGalley, and I'm trying to get through those. I know other people
there
who
you
are
go.
trying to get through their NetGalleys as well.
It's what it's going to say on my tombstone.
right? My NetGalley percentage was 78%.
200 years from now, when that ends up happening.
Mel said, after this book, I only have one more book on my August TBR, so I might actually make it. I didn't in July.
You can do it.
Ooh,
Melmac.
you got this, Melmac. You
I'm
really
in
you got
Southwest
this.
Missouri, and I've been having storms today, too. Isn't that where you live, Storm?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Southwest Missouri too.
I haven't read any of that series either. Jimmy, if you enjoy it, I recommend reading the others. It's very enjoyable. And Jessica said, sounds good to me. Sarah, you read the X Hex yet? Maybe for October?
I read the X-Hex. It was so good. So good.
I need to
We'll
read.
talk, Jessica. We'll talk. I have a list.
And I wrapped up. I went a little over because I knew we were close
okay.
to the end of the comments. So
My October is going to be Halloween, where I'm going to read middle
I
grade.
love that idea. That's so,
I love it.
Read middle grade spookies.
so
That sounds really fun. Except I think it would still scare me, but it's a little.
Well, yeah,
Right?
there are some that are like super cute and adorable, and there are some that's like, are you sure this is middle grade?
I'm not very sure. The Miles High Club. Switching to my physical book, Ban This Book by Alan Gratz. And Jessica said probably both. Okay, you guys ready to
Jessica,
do the
sorry,
next-
one very quickly. Jessica, for October.
Well,
Let me
I
know
tell
when
me
you
was talking about that one. It sounded like it would be kind of fun.
Let me know.
Oh,
Anyway, continue on.
that's all right. We're just ready to go to a sprint if you guys are ready, or whatever else.
I'm so sorry. I just want to say one thing before I forget because it just popped in my head. On Wednesday, Sarah's going to host sprints,
Oh, yes.
and I might only, I might come for a short amount of time, but I'm leaving the next day on my trip, so Sarah's going to host this week, and I just know
Tiffany needs her beauty sleep.
Yeah.
The rest of us, not so much.
yes, I'm going to go to bed even earlier than usual because I'm going to work all day and then head out as soon as I get done with work. So I just want to make sure that I said that. That's it. Sorry.
No, it's all good. All good. So I was thinking the same thing, Tiffany. Instead of middle grade, I think you need preschool spooky.
You and me both. We should buddy read like a kindergarten level like chapter book.
Charlie Brown's Halloween.
The babysitter's little sister books.
Right. She's like, and it was a little scary, you know.
Yeah.
I had to stop reading it before nightfall.
Jessica just asked what's that title again. She missed it.
Small Town Big Magic by Hazel Beck. It's a writing duo of Caitlin Cruz and Nicole Helm, both who write for Harlequin.
Pretty nice.
I can't remember the author's name, but I have one for you. It's called Eerie Elementary. It's super cute and it's a little spooky.
And Ghost pops out. Tiffany's like, I'm done.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right, guys, we're reading to the top of the hour.
Awesome.
All right, happy reading. And And how did everybody do with their sprints? Tiffany's ready for bed.
Mine was good. I actually watched some videos this time. I've been doing book stuff all day, and I was like, okay, I'm at my limit, so I switched.
That's fair.
Nice. How about you, Storm?
I finished my book,
Ooh, nice.
and it was like really close to the end, like coming back on, so I haven't really done anything else.
That's fair.
What would you rate it?
I don't know, 2.53 stars maybe.
Okay.
It was okay. It's just the main character drives me crazy. If the main character didn't drive me crazy, I think I would like it. But she just does things very impulsively, and it's just like, stop.
What about you, Sarah?
I am 75% of the way through Lemon Drop Dead, so chances are I'm probably going to finish it before I go to bed tonight. It reads very quickly, so.
Mhm.
And I just checked my email, and my library is having a book sale for the first time since pre-COVID at the end of September, so I'm very excited.
That's awesome.
Save that email.
Right.
Yeah, my library's having one in October, so I'm like so excited.
Well, now I'll have to look and see. Mine doesn't send out emails like that. You have to search them out.
Mm.
Well, I like go in my library and look, and they have like a little shelf where you can buy stuff and everything. And I go and I look, and I bought a couple things, and the lady's like, "Now, did you know we're having a library sale?"
There you go.
No, I didn't. And she's like, "Yeah, bring in the books that you don't want," and so
Nice.
I've been making like I have a box of like some that I think I can get rid of.
Nice.
Well, this is our little
Tribute to the
local.
library sale.
Yeah, this is our little small town local library. But I'm waiting for Toronto to announce theirs because it's at the Reference Library downtown, which is a massive building,
Mhm.
and it's from what I've heard, it's amazing, and I'm like, I must go to it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
When is your trip to New York?
Mid-October.
I can't wait to see your Oreo haul.
Yeah,
I know, right? And here
I told Dad, I'm like,
Literally,
"We
your U-Haul of
have to
Oreos.
buy some pumpkin spice Oreos just because I'm curious."
I've had them. We do have them up here. Like they had them last year, and they're quite good. The ones that I like that you guys have that we don't have, we don't get Keebler cookies up here, which is very upsetting because pecan sandies are delicious. But at the holidays, they have the round cookies with the circle, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
circle cut out, right? They're flat, and then they've got like the icing drizzled on them.
Mhm.
So in October they have like pumpkin spice flavored, and then for Christmas they have like a mint, I think, and they're
Okay,
delightful.
so like the drizzle is the flavor?
Yes, I think so, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't know if I pay
Nice.
much attention.
I guess because we don't see those kind of things, we really kind of look,
Yeah, probably.
I try to stay away from the cookie aisle, so I miss out on all kinds of stuff because I don't look.
Yeah. Jessica said she's down to do the buddy read. Germani Forever says, "Hi everyone. I'm currently reading Snow and the Seven Men by Nicole Casey, a Snow White modern retelling."
Reverse
That's
harem.
something listening.
I was like,
I
I
had
don't
to
know
think about the
Rachel.
RH, reverse harem.
Yeah, reverse harem. Yeah.
Sarah once again killing my TBR. She's
My
not
marker's done.
apologetic about it.
Wait, musical murder. Hold up.
Starting a
Hold
little
on.
shop of murder.
Hold the phone. I'll have it starting.
You got to look that up right now.
I am.
I was gonna say, I think she's mentioned it before, and you've said that before. You've probably just forgotten. 'Cause
And considering that's book number 3, you've already missed out on 2 others. So
Hush.
get on hold already, Sarah. So we're good for
Yay,
October.
Jessica. So Tiffany, I meant to tell you, I was on Facebook and I saw this like meme thing, and I thought of you immediately. It said something like, "If you don't like musicals because you don't believe people spontaneously break into song and dance, you're hanging out with the wrong people."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And I just thought, oh, that's Tiffany.
that is definitely a Tiffany.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Nadine said, "I finished The Brutal Telling, and we'll move on to Evie Drake Starts Over by Linda Holmes. Chick lit. I
Nice.
think I need to mix up my reading genres and move out of my reading slump." Seems to be
100%.
what everybody's having a problem with right now. So
Yeah, it was like I'm like in such a middle grade like vibe I think right now, and I'm like I think it's because I've had enough of like cozy mysteries, and horror. I'm like I want something nice and cute and fluffy. It makes me laugh.
Right?
sometimes that's what you need, just to change it up, and that gets you
Yeah.
appreciative of other genres again when you get back to them. I think the storm is over for me. Need to be, I don't know what, AFK for a bit.
Oh, I'm going to show my age from MS Messenger, away from keyboard.
Ah, okay.
That fits, yeah. Okay.
I used to spend a lot of time online in my formative.
Oh, sorry, I gotta plug in. I'm dangerously low right now on my battery.
Oh, not good.
I was the one that had to go whenever I started getting on the internet. Go, what does LOL mean?
Lots of love. No, no.
Got 7% red for this sprint. That's still good. Reading is reading. Should probably stop reading for the night. Ended up reading 42% today. Very nice.
Good for you.
Jesse's on page 57 of 356, enjoying the story in Hope Crossing.
Nice.
Val got another 10% in, putting me at 74%.
You're being a people.
Animated to 30%. Got to
Yeah.
75%, and
You're
me
being
really enjoying it. Doggy alert.
He's like, it's time to go to bed.
He really wants on my lap. So
Jenny said, rewatched the beginning of this sprint, then went to listen to my audiobook, and my headphones were dead. Throws up my hands. It's pretty much over this day now.
Yeah.
Feel ya.
And you said I got to 16%.
Blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie.
I looked up this series and it's new, and the first book is called The Sound of Murder. It is on KU, and so I know what I'm going to be starting tomorrow.
There you go.
There you go. Very nice. Very nice. 50%. It didn't read. Have to go grocery shop tomorrow. So I'm going to go through the weekly ads looking for the best deals. I did
There
that
you go.
yesterday. 17 pages, 77% through my Christie's Great Idea. Very nice.
Yay!
Very nice. Page and 19%. You tried the pumpkin spice Oreos, right? Finished the first story, The Moth and the Flame. Really good. 4 stars.
Awesome.
And Sherry, 40 pages. Read I Love Alan Great's first book by him hasn't been historical fiction.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah. Sarah, I was just making my grocery list because tomorrow is shopping day and Keebler cookies are on sale this week. I put Sandy's on the list.
They're my mother's favorites. So I'll bring them home for her when I come.
There you go. Anna said, I frequent the bakery section of the grocery store. They have freshly baked cookies.
There was a grocery store up by us when we were kids. They've now changed hands several times, but the original one, when you'd come in and if you had kids, they would give the kids like a cookie like that big. It was like a chocolate chip cookie, like, right? Just to keep the kids quiet. And then the parent, you couldn't do that nowadays.
No.
There's no way. But I remember that distinctly. We would love going there because we got cookies.
And it worked.
Right?
But we can't use
And
those
no.
cookies anymore.
Nope.
I
No
like
Keebler at all. The only Keebler we have some Keebler crackers up here, but we don't have any cookies.
I tagged Tiffany in Discord when I discovered the musical mystery and she responded to it.
Well, that was your
Well, I
first.
said I'm pretty sure you knew about it before.
I just marked it officially on my Goodreads as
Keebler
one
Elf
to
is
read.
the best cookie.
Thank you, Cozy.
I saw that meme this morning, Sarah. I giggled. All right, Cozy left. She's out for dinner. Enjoy your evening, everyone. I hope she's enjoying hers as well.
Enjoy Chili's.
I learned AFK from Big Bang Theory. Hope you have a great time, Cozy. That is what I've been falling asleep to lately. Somebody does YouTube shorts of like their favorite scenes from Big Bang Theory, and I'll watch a bunch of those and fall asleep to that.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
Or till the phone falls on my face and hits me, and then I get mad.
Whichever comes first.
Exactly. The first musical murder mystery is on KU.
Nice.
I am so excited.
Nice. Switch to Book Woman at 12%.
Excellent.
I fell asleep during the first sprint, so I've gotten very little done of the honey don't list. COVID exhaustion is hitting. Yeah, that's definitely a real thing.
Dang, I hope you feel better.
Yes. It definitely feels like a Monday for sure. Yes. Marcus and I wound up falling asleep, taking a quick little 5-minute, 15-minute nap before the sprints today. Like, 5 minutes went by fast. Let's do another 5 minutes. That 5 minutes went by fast. And I'm like, all right, we're doing 15 minutes. And then I'm like, all right, no, really, we need to get up. I'm like, I'm the host. I have to get up now. Definitely feels like a Monday. The hills are alive with the sound of murder.
Exactly.
I just looked at the
I
series
was just
as well.
trolling.
She's singing in her head. And the cover for The Sound of Murder makes me think of a German milkmaid. Great cover.
Exactly.
Feeling much better. Just the exhaustion left. Yeah, no, that's a real thing, and it does last.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Barb's getting over COVID, and she's like, it's been like a couple of weeks. She goes, I'm still tired.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, her husband has it now, though, and I'm like, are you ready to throw him out yet? Because I'm like, men are always big babies when it comes to that. And she's like, and one day she's like, I went to Walmart and the library, and I go, Walmart, yeah, library, yay. And she goes, I had to get out of the house.
You're looking for anything.
Exactly.
There's a great commercial, like a fake spoof commercial thing. It's from the UK, and it's like the man cold. So if you search it on YouTube, it's this guy laying on the couch and he's like dying, and the wife and the 911 guys come in. They're like, woman, don't you understand? He has a man cold. And it's like he's dying. It's the best spoof ever.
I guess this has to have been like 15 years ago, but Kevin had to be off work for a long time with something. He had to have surgery on his foot, and like they didn't have like what's the word, like partial duty. You either were on or you were at home. So he was starting to like get around and all that, but like if we made it through that, we will never get divorced that time period in my life. And I came home one day and like, I'm not joking. I'm not a big clothes shopper by any means, but I like shoes. There was like 50 pairs of shoes in my living room. And he's like, we've been together 10 years. These are the shoes I've never seen you wear. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in your computer room. And for every game you get rid of, I'll get rid of a pair of shoes. Or you can put those back in the closet. We can act like this never happened. Never once have we talked about it since. But I'm telling you, after your spouse has been sick, particularly if it is a man, if you made it through, you are good to go. You've nothing to stop you.
For like the first 20 years we were together, Marcus would not even attempt to deal with me when I was sick. He would take me from the doctors and immediately drop me off at my mom's house. And he'd be like, you can take care of her better than me. It's like, no, you just don't want to put up with me.
Yeah. See, sad patting myself, I'm the best patient because I've been through so much that I've learned you don't complain. Whereas poor Garrett, we'd been together like 3 years and he got pneumonia. So we ended up in the emergency room. Now, this was like a 35-year-old man. The nurse is like, we've got to take some blood. You swore up and down he was 2. He literally started sobbing like a baby. He hates needles, hates them. So they did the blood work, and then she says, we got to put an IV in. He goes, but you just had the needle there. It's like, sweetheart, suck it up.
Yeah.
But I understand the phobia. Like, I appreciate the phobia, right? But still, I'm just like, really, sweetheart?
Yeah, I hate needles. I hate needles. I think it has to do with like because when I was 2 years old, I was bit by a copperhead, and I'm sure they had to like stick me with a bunch of needles and do all this stuff and give I got bit twice on the ankle by it and like a whole bunch of venom and I was like really little bitty thing, and they said that I had enough venom to make a grown man sick in me.
Oh my god!
They really didn't think I was going to live. They told my parents to call their pastor because they didn't really think I was going to live. So.
Wow! Oh my gosh, that's really scary.
That is really scary.
And when I was like 5, and you have to go into like kindergarten or whatever it is, and you have to get your booster shot and stuff like that, it took 5 nurses to hold me down to give me 1 shot.
No doubt.
Oh my gosh.
No doubt.
I believe it.
That was not the procedure I had in February, but the one that I had a few years prior to that. I had the same thing done before. And my back, because you have to lay still after this surgery for 12 hours because they don't suture you up. So you just have to heal naturally.
Oh,
So you
wow.
can't move. And my lower back was just, if you've ever had lower back pain, I was writhing and I couldn't move, right? I'm crying so bad because it hurts so bad. And Garrett's sitting there looking at me in the hospital like he doesn't know what to do. Like he's
Aw.
never seen this. And he's out
Yeah.
to the nurse going, you need to do something. And the nurse is like, and Garrett's like, no, you don't understand. She is legitimately in pain. Like he says, she doesn't complain.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is serious. It took 2 Tylenol 3s or Tylenol with codeine times 3 and a shot of something else to knock me out. Just to let me sleep.
Just so you could sleep through it. Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Whenever I had the copperhead, but my mom said she said it was horrible because I don't complain a lot about that kind of stuff either. And she's like, I would pat her on the back and go, "It hurts, mommy, it hurts."
Aww.
She goes, "That was worse than crying." She's like, "I just wanted you to cry."
Aw.
Aw.
It does sound like April. Yeah, from the
Do you
Slim
remember
Fast
the
series.
April Alban?
Oh, so I looked up that
Oh,
cover. That's what I was going to say. If you search the book The Sound of Murder on Goodreads, the first thing that comes up for me is a book in the Ivy Meadows mystery series by Cindy Brown. The cover is not a German milkmaid, let me tell you.
Now I have to look.
Yeah, I know it. Like,
Yeah, I can't. It's a nun in silhouette looking very scandalous.
Oh.
I'll let you
Oh.
guys see it first.
You see that one yet? Oh, yes.
Right? Is that not weird?
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a different type of Sound of Murder.
I'm
And
like,
her
what
mom
the hell
loved
is this?
taking care of them when they got sick. She could deal
Aw.
with needles for shots. Anything else is pushing it. Jessica said, I hate needles when I was a kid. I had to have allergy tests done, and they put so many needles on my back and arm. Now it's much more easier. And Melissa said, oh my God, I hate needles too. I held out for as long as I could in labor before the epidural because I wasn't scared of the pain so much as the long needle.
I hear you.
Jessica said I could do them easily now. And Elizabeth's here. Hi, I'm finishing Argyles and Arsenic tonight. Hope you're all well.
So we know when sprints are going to end because Elizabeth shows up.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of needles, but I don't want to watch them happen either. Because people are like, oh, but you have tattoos. I'm like, oh, but that's totally
different. That's
totally
very, very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Yeah, that's totally different. And
I can't watch them in myself.
no, when I get them and I like look away and they're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just don't want to watch it happen. Like, do what you gotta do. But like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
no.
when I have to like give blood or something, it's like I can't.
mm-hmm.
I'm the exact opposite. It's not that I love needles bite. That's not what I mean. But like, I'd rather take a needle than a pill any day. It just doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't know, but I do take a lot of injections for like RA stuff. So, I'm so used to it, I guess maybe, but it's just easier. I'm like, yeah, just give it to me.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing when I came out of hospital. I had to do the injections of the heparin
Mm-hmm.
in my stomach.
Yeah.
Like, really,
and in
my
your stomach,
stomach?
you really can't feel at all.
No,
Like, I
you
feel
get
my stomach and my hip, and
Yeah.
I mean, anyways.
my mom does the insulin in her stomach as well. So
Yeah.
you do what you have to do.
Yeah, and when I had gallbladder surgery, that was like the first time I ever had like any kind of surgery, and I do not want to ever do it again because nobody could hit a vein, and that's the first time I'd ever had an IV put in, and it took 5 different nurses poking me in 5 different places to get it, and I ended up with one like up here.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't do it that night because they needed to pump some potassium in me because I was low. So the next day they were going to do the surgery, but like it atrophied or something and so it looked like cottage cheese arm or something. It was really weird.
Oh.
So they're like, well, we're going to have to put it in a different place. Yeah, they had to stick it up here.
No.
I wouldn't be able to do.
I'm getting ready for the surgery, and I'm laying there, and they're trying to put this needle in my neck, and I'm like in so much pain, and tears
Yeah, no.
are just coming, right? And the doctor's like, "Oh, don't cry." It's like, "Do you think I want to?"
Right. Right.
It's like,
It's
just automatic. It wasn't. I was trying to be really strong, but they just automatically came out. So it's like I can't help it.
When they put
Yeah,
the pacemaker, when they did the pacemaker surgery in February, they had to do like a long one to do the whatever.
Mhm.
So they actually had like a thing so they could see the vein. And he had to freeze me first in order to put this thing in. And I was just, and I'm like this. And he's like, relax. No, you relax.
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't do this what Storm just said, and I don't mind
No,
needles.
the
But the
neck.
other thing is the I know somebody who has macular degeneration or whatever, and they have to do the needles in the eye, and I'm like, I don't know that I could do it. And okay, let's.
I can touch my eye, but I don't know about putting a needle in there.
Well, I'm usually with my contacts. I'm poking in and out of there, whatever. But
Yeah, I can't do that.
That's why I said. I mean, I can like touch it, no problem, but I don't know about poking a needle in there.
No, because you're taught that as a young age that that's a bad thing to poke yourself in the eye with
things
something
in your eye. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I was like, when that was in my neck, I was like, I can't move. If I move, like, if it comes out, like, am I gonna like bleed out or something?
Right. You're just like, I don't know.
So I'm like stuck there, and I mean, they got it all taped up.
Of course.
So, like, after the surgery, I mean, all you could do was just lay there, and that was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was like, never doing surgery again.
Because I was so sick as a baby, they had me in hospital for so long. I was really tiny. I was only 10 pounds at a year, like really tiny. So my parents like got me home and got pictures, but I had no hair. And one of the only places you can put an IV in with a baby is in the head. So I had these scars. So I looked like an alien, like with my hands, like in these huge eyes. I should find.
Where your points were, or your little.
I can laugh now, but like, but that's what they had to do for babies, and they still have to do that for babies, I think, which is sad. So yeah, needles are fun. You deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no choice.
Nobody likes needles. Some of us tolerate them more than other. Needles are mostly small nowadays, so I usually don't even feel them. And I have small, deep rolling veins, so a hard stick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Wednesday I'll be donating blood. Thursday I'm going to the doctor, which means Friday I'm probably doing blood work anyway. So,
thank you for donating blood.
No kidding.
As someone who's used it, thank you.
That's why I keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I keep doing it.
And I heard that's like one of the only ways to find out like what your blood type is, because I
It
don't
is.
know what my blood type is because I've never donated blood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
And now after the pokey, I'm like, I'm afraid they ain't gonna be able to find a spot to get it. So I'm like, no, thank you.
No, it's like, you know what? Like, I don't think people realize blood expires, and more, we don't live in a generation or a culture anymore where it's like social, you give it back, that type of thing. So people don't do it as much anymore. Like, I see that they have to like bribe people. It's like, oh, we'll give you a free Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, we'll give you a free movie tickets. I think they were just giving like tickets to like the Jets for people to come donate. And I'm just like, or maybe that was for plasma, but it's just like they're like really like bribing people for
I was gonna say, I know a lot of like broke college kids always donated plasma.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was terrified of needles, and after my first surgery and I had my first transfusion, he started donating, and he donated as long as he could. And so did my mom. He goes, because somebody did it for me.
That's how I feel. I needed it. I needed 2 transfusions, and then after that I was like, all right, I will take the iron pills. I will eat red meat. I'll do what I have to like get my hemoglobin levels up so I could do the same back. So
I would if I could, but I can't. But I absolutely would.
That's I always do.
Mine's so full of medication, it would do no one any good anyway.
That's what I'm just like, oh, whatever. Like,
I'm on blood thinners. This would not work.
Right. I remember one time I think it wasn't like I gave whole blood. I gave maybe red cells or something else I gave. And they're like, all right, you're going to feel like a little like out of it for a few days. No, I felt out of it for like 2 weeks after that.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. But they said that was like a lot better to do. And you have to be between a certain weight and a certain height. And like, I fit in there. I was like, sure. If it means like less people could do it, why not? I'll do it. Cheryl said, I hate needles until I was in the hospital getting ready for Kyra, and I was poked and prodded so much now they don't bother me. Jim Moody, needles don't bother me, but I'm a lab tech. Most of our places don't have phlebotomists, so we draw our own blood. Give me a needle over an open wound any day.
Agreed.
I remember when I had to get those blood transfusions, and it's at a teaching hospital, and the girl that was supposed to come in and like check my blood the next day and like draw like a little sample of it, and it would be her first time sticking a real person.
Oh.
And I was excited for it. Like, I wanted to have this experience with her. She's like, I can't do it. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to talk her into it. I'm like, it's better that you get me. I don't care if you stick me a bunch of times. Like, it's going to be fine. Like, we could do this. Come on. Like, and her instructor is like, you have to do this. You need to pass the program. You have to do this. And she refused. I'm like, it's okay. If you mess up, it's all right. It's okay.
I won't sue.
I was like, I wanted to have this, like, I wanted to have a story of being like the first person she did this.
Right.
And she wouldn't do it. She went out walking out. So I assumed she failed her class, but and I was just like, I'm the person you want. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to be upset. Like, let's do it. She didn't want to.
That's funny.
Jen said needles up. We already read that one. I'm sorry. Because she was going to bed. She's going to put
on Hocus Pocus. Good choice. Yeah.
Storm. I would so not let that happen.
Yeah, no vampire needle sticking.
Oof.
I didn't have a whole lot of choice.
Yeah.
They had me in the operating room, and they're like,
you really don't at that point, do you?
You know, and my gallbladder was so bad, it was gangrene, actually. So, I mean, I was in a pretty bad predicament at the time, so I really didn't have much choice.
Really didn't have a choice.
I was in ICU for 5 days.
Oh, my God.
Because I had so much blood poisoning in me.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, that's why I was like, that's my one and only surgery. And I want to go through it again.
I don't blame you. And I said, no, my flight or fight would have kicked in.
Yeah.
Jenny said dentist needles scare the crap out of me way more than
they hurt.
The reason I don't mind is because I like the numb feeling afterwards. So
I hate it.
You're like, oh, I can't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Jenny, I have to get laughing gas, so my brain is too slow to react to it. I know what you mean. I've been in the hospital so many times that I've gotten very used to needles.
Oh yeah, I'm used to them. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
The last girl bruised me.
That's how LASIK is. You watch what happens in the laser. Just going. That's why I don't get LASIK. I can't keep my.
I don't want to watch.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
But I don't want to watch.
Yeah. I'm like, no. When I'm in the hospital, I ask for a PICC line. Hospital stays are so much better that way. What is a PICC line?
100%. PICC line is semi-permanent. It stays in, so then they can just come up and tap it. And
Okay. Oh, yeah, when you're in the hospital. Got it. Got it. I think I like hearing food talk versus medical.
So
I agree, book fan.
Everybody.
I'm starting to get. I'm like, oh yeah. I
too much.
So who's had a pumpkin spice latte? Are they not in today?
That's funny. Who was talking about earlier? Wasn't it Melmac was talking about making blueberry muffins earlier today?
Yep.
Somebody had a blueberry pie. I remember that.
And then Trine had that like strawberry Danish thing. I
was just eating a Pop-Tart.
There you go. Hannah, you can make money off that, just FYI.
I don't know if you can up here. I don't know if they pay you for that or not.
Oh, no. I just got a little postcard saying make up to $1,500 each time.
Oh, but I'm saying in Canada. I'm not sure.
Yeah. It's all that free health care they expect you to give back.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah. Heart meds, don't donate because I kept bleeding. I'm just going to go through these quickly then so we don't get grossed out. I felt so silly after donating.
Oh, no.
Oh, that happened to me like the second time, and I went to go get up, and I was like, oh, no, and I almost like hit the ground right there. The guy's like, oh, no, come on, you got to go back down. And that was because I got my cookies and juice while laying down.
So did you guys ever watch the original I know you didn't, Tiffany, but the original CSI with that character Warwick, he was the black guy, but he had the blue eyes.
Yes.
Really good looking. So this was years ago. I was at the hospital and I was joking around with him, and I'm like, he was doing my blood work. And I'm like, yeah, I've never passed out. Needles don't bother me because like it's this hot guy doing my blood work. The only time I've ever fainted getting a needle was in front of him. I blame him.
That's it, right? And it always has to be that,
Maybe
right?
he just passed out because he was so attractive.
That's
Go
what
with
I
that.
told
Go
him when I
with
came
that.
to.
Go with that.
Said no pumpkin spice latte yet, but I did buy some pumpkin spice bagels and apple cider donuts today.
Ooh.
I'm so looking forward to getting apple cider donuts.
I look for pumpkin spice Cheerios, but they're not out yet.
I like them. They're a good snack.
I do. I like them too.
I know I'm broke. I need some help to keep myself afloat. There you go.
I hear you.
There you go. I cannot wait to get my hands on pumpkin spice everything.
Except for pumpkin spice spam.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Ooh.
That is
There is a line to draw for
Yeah.
pumpkin spice everything.
Yes, I made blueberry muffins from scratch earlier today. Posted a pic, but now thanks to Lee, I want white chocolate raspberry muffins.
Oh, those sound delicious.
Right? Yeah. So I want to go. Like we have just till September, so I hope I could go this weekend and go raspberry picking. And then last year I had made like frozen yogurt raspberry cups, and I made like a homemade raspberry vinaigrette and something else. I don't remember what. But now I'm kind of like I want to make raspberry muffins, and then she said white chocolate, and now I really want white chocolate raspberry muffins as well.
That sounds delightful.
Delicious.
The only thing I don't like is when they put like those like on blueberry muffins, especially they put those like harder, bigger pieces of like sugar on top.
I don't like that either.
I don't know, it's too like
Well, it's just
Too
like
much.
a big, and then it feels gummy in your mouth, and it's just like a big pop of. I don't like them.
Yeah, no.
I don't like to bake. Does somebody want to come make me some of these things?
Just bring the spoils to me.
right.
I shall be the official taste tester.
There you go. James said, "I'm so ready for fall and all the fall baking. I am ready for fall and the fall weather."
See,
Sweater
I'm
weather.
ready for all the fall things, but not the cooler weather.
Weather is what I want. That's most of all what I'm looking forward to.
Because it leads to winter.
I would be happy to stay in fall all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Fall-
we're starting to get a lot cooler earlier.
That's what I
Like,
want.
I mean,
Same.
it should be like really hot right now, and so I'm like, I don't like this. I like it, but I don't, because does that mean that winter's gonna come early? I mean, if fall's gonna be longer, that's fine, but I don't want winter to come early. So
Yeah, well, I feel like fall's the shortest season because it's the one I want the most.
well, here it seems like our spring and fall have gotten super short.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like it. It's like we have like this little spring, and then it's like really hot all of a sudden, and then we got this little like halfway cool, and then it's like just freezing, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I'd like a long fall.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 weeks of Christmas.
I can see it.
A little spring, 2 weeks of summer, and we can go back to fall. That would be my ideal world.
Where can I live to get that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the leaves here are already starting to change.
Oh wow.
But to me, though, I love fall, but I still feel it's too early. Like the pumpkin spice latte being out, I feel is too early. Wait until at least after Labor Day.
no,
or
I agree
something.
with you. Yes,
You know, I think
agree.
it's too early
August
because
it's too early.
this is why it feels like it. You know, we're getting gypped on stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like Christmas stuff will be in the stores before you know it, before Halloween's
yeah.
even done.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, it is. It is. Sherry
this
says she
pumpkin
doesn't
talk?
care for pumpkin anything. I know.
All this pumpkin talk, and I have like some pumpkin
Blasphemy.
puree down there. I'm like, I gotta make me something.
Meanwhile, I'm drinking peppermint tea, but that's fine.
There you go. I don't like the flavor of pumpkin spice, but I do like the smell. There's just too many flavors going on. It's the same way with chai.
I have
I
pumpkin
love
and I have
chai.
cream cheese, and I see a pumpkin like cheesecake in my future.
Mark used to sell at the pizzeria, but he doesn't anymore because I don't think he could get them anymore. It was a cheesecake brownie. So it was a brownie with like a cheesecake swirl through it. Oh my God, these were delicious.
They
Those
sound
are good.
delicious.
That's probably how I gained like 30 pounds, was just in like, can you bring me home a cheesecake brownie? Can you bring me home a cheesecake brownie every night?
Working 10 years at McDonald's is how I gained a lot of
Tim
weight.
Hortons.
There you go. I just,
I
I said, I feel like the grease just jumped on you and you gained like 5 pounds while you
yeah, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
avoiding
working
your
in
comment, Nancy, not to ignore you, but to get past the needle part because I know people are getting grossed out. We don't have
Banana chocolate chip muffins, yum.
Yes, that sounds delicious too. Just no to the rock sugar crystals in my baked goods. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But I did work at it. Funny, I worked at a place called Rockham Gardens, which is an Amish tourist place where I lived. And I worked in the candy shop and we made the rock candy on a stick. That was my first job.
Nice.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
speaking of, since you lived in Amish places, have you had the church spread that they mention in
Oh,
peanut
all
butter?
the time.
I really want this. I really, really want this now.
I'll send you some.
Well, there is a flea market over here that has a big Amish community, and like I love whenever we go over there. I love to get the breakfast that they have. But I'm like, oh, maybe I should look for that when I go over
It
there.
should be on the table with the apple butter.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to look for it now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, will it be called church spread?
You know, I hadn't heard it called that. It's like the Amish's peanut butter.
Okay. So
But I hadn't heard it called church spread. But I mean,
Okay.
different, ordinances call things differently. So I'm sure it's the same thing. I knew exactly what they were talking about.
I was just like, oh my god, I want this now.
I was gonna say I can send you some.
I'll see if
I
they
was
have
gonna
it.
say it says Amish church spread and then it says Amish peanut butter.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. It's interchangeable.
I'll take a look. And Hannah said, come on over, Storm. I love to bake.
I wish you lived closer.
Pumpkin, not a favorite of mine. Okay. Pumpkin spice can be really strong, but I love pumpkin itself.
Yeah.
Right? Or a second summer. No, we don't need a second summer. That's absolutely the last thing we need. I don't even want the first summer we get. Apple cider donuts sound good. I think a grocery store run is in my future tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's what just dawned on me. That's what really got me. Last week, I got the email from David's Tea because I'm on the list. And I had the early purchase to buy the Advent calendar. It's August.
Mhm.
That really I'm like, that's a little too soon.
I do want to get one this year. You made it sound really fun. So
It's really cute.
Yeah.
I think it's $55. So it's not cheap,
right.
but you get 2 servings of tea per day.
I need a coffee one or something. I don't like tea that well.
So I was funny because I'd be watching you do the Davids and I watched this kid Angel do it, and every time you'd be like, it's good, he'd be like, this sucks. I hate this one.
Yeah.
Like he hated everyone. And then I'd be watching Melissa, who was doing like these like little tins of her tea. And I was like, I want those too. Like I just like totally missed out, didn't realize it was a thing.
The tins are back this year, so they've got and the calendar itself looks really cute. I can't wait to, because last year the one I got was not David's and I was not impressed with it. So going back to what I like.
I would probably be like that other one that you watched. Oh, this doesn't taste good. Oh,
yeah. He'd be like, oh, it doesn't smell good. Let me taste it. No, it tastes like dirty water. Okay, no, like that was like everyone he had. He didn't like any of them.
Yeah, I don't like flavored teas. I just like black tea. That's it. Unsweet tea. That's just what I drink. That's it.
And you get along well up here then, Storm, because that's like the thing here. No sugar, nothing.
Really?
Just plain. Yeah, plain. Where I'm like my non-existent southern side comes out and I'm like, where's the sugar?
Yeah, I was like,
no, like
some of my friends, they like McDonald's tea. They were like, oh, it's great. It's great. I'm like, do you know how much sugar they put in that? Yeah. It's like a diabetic's worst nightmare.
Welcome. I have my sweet tea all the time. Like I love that one. Dream said, I have 3 boxes of fall decor ready to go. Nice. Literally, my coworker left work today to go home to start making her DIY fall decoration. She left work early.
I love it.
Not even joking.
Now that's dedication to fall there.
Mm-hmm.
I may put something up here that says fall, and I'm like, there we go.
Happy fall.
You're right. Happy fall, y'all. There you go.
Yeah.
Sanely, yes, please. I love fall. I want my light jacket.
I want to wear my sweaters.
See, I don't like wearing jackets and stuff, so I'm like, I like it where I can just go out in my like short sleeves.
I want 65, but I'm always hot, so I can go out in a t-shirt in 65 degrees and
Ooh.
I'm good. And Tiffany's like, oh, hell no. Yes, Sarah, when Halloween is out before school supplies, it's way
Yes.
too early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anna loves peppermint tea.
It's
I love
delicious.
spearmint tea is my favorite.
Mm.
I did take advantage of the school supplies and went and got me a bunch of notebooks that were like
Same.
50 cents.
I did. I got a bunch of filler paper and a pack of pens for like 19 cents.
15
Yeah.
cents, baby.
There you go. There you go. Cheryl, I'm with you. I don't like pumpkin stuff either. I'm
Oh,
not a fan of
Cool.
chai.
pumpkin chai from David's Tea is amazing.
My neighbor has a tree that starts changing colors in August. It makes me so happy. Yes, just to go to the park that first day and see like all the leaves changing, and I'm like, that makes me happy.
Ours
I
don't
can't wait
change
to do
when
the
they
drive.
fall off.
You don't get what, Storm?
I says ours don't really change. They just fall off.
They just fall off.
Aw,
We have a lot of like oak trees and things like that, so they just turn brown and fall off.
fair enough.
Me and Marcus have a trip planned for the third week in October to go to Vermont. So
Oh, nice.
Oh.
that's gonna be just like, yes, I can't wait.
That's going to be awesome.
Nice. Jen said, I take pumpkin and fall anything as early as I can. I live in Tennessee. Our weather will be cooler for a while. We had 100 plus heat index over the weekend. I try to convince myself it's fall.
Whew.
That's sort of the problem, though, I think, with making it a little bit like trying to do it in August. It's still hot everywhere. So
I
we're not
know. You
fooling
don't. You
ourselves.
can't get into it.
Yeah, we're not fooling ourselves.
It is.
The rock candy is amazing.
It is.
Wait, it was an Amish candy shop?
Yeah, well, yeah. So the place is called Rockome Gardens. It's an Amish tourist place in Arcola, Illinois, which is where I'm from. So there was all sorts. It was like an Amish theme park. You'll have to look it up.
So it's not unusual that a lot of non-Amish worked at Amish places.
Yeah, I mean, it goes both. Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to say it. Certain things no, and then certain things it's.
That's fair.
I mean, the Rockome Gardens was really touristy.
Okay.
So the family that owned it was Amish, but they had left the faith a couple generations before that. So they had both. There was a lot of Amish people that worked there, and then there was a lot of English.
Yeah, I
people.
was wondering if it'd be like with the Amish Candy Shop series, where she's not Amish, but she's working with Amish,
Yeah.
but they're
Mhm.
related, so it
Yeah.
works because
Well, they even mention in this one that there's a lot more Englishers doing employment in the village. So I was just curious
Yeah.
if that was.
I looked up what that Amish peanut butter is, and it's just marshmallow
It is. That's
stuff
it.
with peanut butter and Caro syrup.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
all.
like,
Oh my god, I gotta try that. Sounds
I could
delicious.
make that in my own. I don't need to
Yeah,
buy
I mean,
Amish.
I
It's
don't need somebody.
super simple.
Yeah, but I just feel like somebody else making it for me is going to make it taste better.
Anytime someone else makes you something, it's
Yeah.
much more delicious.
Yeah.
True.
Like
My husband
whatever
making me
little-
dinner, it's much more delicious.
Right. But I think
You
whatever little
sound like my father.
they make, it's true though. Whatever pastry they make, like a breakfast, like it's not even pastry. It's like dough with like cheese and like meatballs in it or whatever for breakfast. I can make it at home. It would be okay. They make it and it's amazing. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I can make an egg McMuffin at home, but your damn Skippy McDonald's tastes a lot better.
Yours is probably way healthier, but
It's like when I tell Dad, I'm like, you can make your own eggs, but they taste better when you do it. And I'm like,
Mhm.
no,
Mhm.
you're just too lazy and don't want to do it.
even somebody cutting up cheese and putting it on a cracker for me just tastes better than me having to go do it myself.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, you brewed me a cup of tea. Thanks, dear. This tastes delicious.
Exactly.
Well, it's like I wouldn't mind eating a salad if somebody would make it for me because that's involves a lot of chocolate.
It does.
And
100%.
so it's like, somebody just do this for me.
100%.
Hannah's asking, is it bagged tea? I'm guessing she's
In the advent calendar, no, it is loose leaf tea. So if you do get the calendar, you're going to want to get either the strainer or I not cheap out, but I get the bags and I just put in the bag and then you can just throw the bag out.
Yes, Hannah, it's bag tea. David's a no. Oh, she said yes, it is bag tea.
You can get some bagged, but not in the advent calendar.
Okay,
So we're both right.
gotcha. Always need something hot, even in the summer.
Yep.
Lee, I'm with you. I don't like tea without sugar. See? And here in Jersey, that's the only way you'll get it. They don't give you. And then here's the thing: when it's already iced, and then they like hand you the sugar packets to put in, and it's like that doesn't melt. You know what I mean? You got to go through that hassle.
And it'll never taste the same trying to.
No, it doesn't. And you're always crunching on a piece of sugar in there. No, I don't want that.
Mm-mm.
There is no other tea than sweet tea. I agree with you. I mean, say that. It depends on tea. For me, black teas need sugar or honey, but herbal teas are usually better to me without sugar.
I don't put anything in my tea. No sugar, no milk, no nothing.
I don't put milk because I just didn't grow up with it that way, but I do put sugar. I'll make a salad for you, Storm, anytime.
There you go.
I'm going to Wisconsin.
There you go. If I
I'll be
didn't
in
know you live in the
consultation.
South, I would now know because of the sweet tea comment. I like chai tea and normal tea with sweetener and herbal tea with honey.
And chai tea, you're supposed to put milk in it. And I'm the weirdo who drinks it black.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I always ask for an Arnold Palmer. Fair enough. That's gives you the best of both worlds. Sorry, I just meant yeah, lemonade and iced tea. Sorry, I just meant the one I got for her. I specifically got the bagged one. That's the only way she will have tea.
That's fair.
And prefer hot tea to cold tea too. Oh no, hold on, I lost my spot. I like unsweetened iced tea unless it's really strong, in which case I can just add enough sugar to take the bitterness away. Okay. So you don't follow when it says, 165 degrees, steep it for 3 to 5 minutes. You just put it in however long it's in there, that's it.
It's fine. It's fine.
But I'll drink a sweet tea on occasion.
If I drink sweet tea, it has to have a minimum sugar in it. My aunt, I think she thinks that she's making McDonald's tea when she makes hers.
Never again will I ask for sweet tea in the States. I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Never.
Like people in their Kool-Aid, like
Yeah.
the amount of
my
sugar
God,
people
yeah.
put in Kool-Aid. I'm like, oh my god.
Mhm.
Well, and I had he's my ex-uncle now, but he used to make Kool-Aid, and he was purple, and I swear he'd get the deal of it so you could put however much you want in it, and everything. And it's like, don't be afraid to put the stuff in there, man, because you can almost see through it.
It was so
It's like, how many scoops did you put in that? Because I can see through it, so it's not Kool-Aid.
right.
Mm-mm.
That's funny.
This is colored water.
That's true. That's true. Gabe said I'm having a decaf green tea right now with honey.
Nice.
Yum.
And Ramona, yeah, I put milk in chai tea and normal tea. Sherry, I never put sugar or milk in my tea.
So here's the thing. You put milk in tea. Some people put milk in tea. My husband will go through the drive-thru at Tim Hortons and he'll order an extra large tea. 2 milk, 2 sugar. The amount of times he's gotten cream. Who puts cream in tea?
Oh, wouldn't it be milk?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just logical.
Yeah.
Like cream goes in coffee.
Yeah.
Ugh, poor guy. He drank it the one day. And it was
They
like,
look the same to me, so I don't know.
Oh no, there's a difference to me.
no, because Tim Hortons is a lot different. Like when I was younger, you had to pour it in from the cow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a machine. So you press the button and it just squirt.
Oh,
But they still screw it up.
of course. Of course. Measure the sugar by the heart. It will tell me enough is enough. Same with garlic. There you go. There you go. I keep my chai tea bag until I drink the whole cup, but I remove the normal tea bag after pouring the hot water in.
Wow. Yeah,
I like enough garlic to keep the vampires away.
There you go. I just finished one of the tea shop books, so I've been schooled in the fine details of brewing tea. That's fine. You don't use boiling water for delicate teas.
That is true.
That's why I always see on the sides or whatever, they always give the instructions, and I'm like,
I go rogue all the time.
I'm like, I don't have a thermometer with me. How do I know how much this water is at right now?
It's like they say, like dandelion tea is like really good for you and all this stuff, and it's supposed to be like, you know, help you with things. And I'm like, but it's nasty. I tried. And I'm like, put a little bit more milk in it, put some more sugar. And I'm trying to make it taste better. I can't do it.
Guys, I'm gonna have to hop off.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to wrap up anyway. I was just trying to end these comments.
No, I get it. Yeah. I just want to point out that Danielle's having lemon tea, lemon. And on that note,
Yemen.
Guys are out of control.
Thank you, Lee. I'm falling asleep. Sorry.
No, that's fine.
You're fine, honey.
Wait past your bedtime, Tiffany. It's fine. You're not feeling good. Go.
I will see you all later. I'll see you Wednesday for a little bit.
I'll send you the link.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Christmas stuff in Sam's Club.
You totally would. Yeah, Christmas. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no. I'm not ready.
No, we're still in summer. We're still at the end of summer.
I know.
Like, I still want to go to the boardwalk one more time and like eat pizza and like a cheesesteak and drip sauce all over me and watch like the drunk kids at the Jersey Shore. Like, I still want one more time of that.
See, we don't have that kind of stuff here, so it's just like
life goes by so freaking quickly. Like, why are we rushing these things? Like, it used to be like years ago, not even that long ago, like a few years ago, the David's Tea Advent Calendar came out the middle of October. And I remember getting excited about, okay, it's almost the 15th of October. They're going to release the calendar. What's it going to look like? And then I check my random email in the middle of August and I'm getting the notification. I'm like, it loses the fun. Do you know what I mean? Like,
because you want
part of the fun's the anticipation.
Yeah, and being in this each season is like what you want, and like, you know, here's the thing: we're in August. We still need to get through like Labor Day, back to school, Halloween, Thanksgiving, then we get to Christmas. Like,
well, it's like with all the like online stuff and the things, and a lot of the other companies and stuff going out of business and things. Do they even make like wish book catalogs for like kids, you know, where you could like look at the toys and do all that kind of stuff? Because I remember like I used to get so excited whenever I was little, you know, whenever it is that time for the catalogs are getting your porno, making your list, you know, and all that stuff. And I'm like, or do kids just go online and be like,
just go on Amazon?
And do a wish list. That's it there.
And it takes all the joy out of things.
Yeah.
It's, you know, we always think that ours was better, but I mean, I you know, just for me, it's the rushing. It's just the rushing from season to season. Like, let's stop and enjoy it for 5 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
I guess for us up here, too, it's a little bit different because you guys have something in November, whereas we don't. Because we have Thanksgiving in October, and then it's Halloween, and then we have nothing in November, and then Christmas, right? So, you know, it's a big long
and nowadays, they rush right over Thanksgiving here. And so it almost feels like there's nothing in November because they don't even.
November's an anti-holiday now, so you know we're not supposed to celebrate it anymore. So we're supposed to just go past that.
Yeah,
or it's supposed to be Friendsgiving now because you know that's supposed to. You know,
and the funny thing is, Canadian Thanksgiving isn't even like Native American related. I don't think it's for something else.
It is for something else. Yeah, I don't remember what, but when I was at a campground in Canada,
my great Canadian memory.
Yeah, they told me that's not what it's for, because they're like, oh, this isn't going to be open tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving, and we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, Canadian Thanksgiving, it's not going to be open. We're like, oh, okay. And he told us it's not for the same reason; it was for something else. So
yeah, and it's
Okay, I missed the thing where we're not supposed to do Thanksgiving anymore because
we're not supposed to do Thanksgiving anymore because.
I mean, can't we just be thankful and celebrate being thankful? I mean, we don't have to like commemorate like the Thanksgivings from before. I mean,
exactly. I agree. Let's just be thankful for now. Yeah. Thankful for what we have.
So it's for when our harvest is completed. That's why it's in October.
Okay, that makes sense.
Can't we just be thankful that the year's almost over and we survived?
My grandmother, it was just a reason to get the whole damn family together and for her to be able to cook a turkey.
There you
Yeah,
go.
pretty much. I mean, because like, and I don't have a lot of family around here, so I mean, that's like the 2 times we get together during the year, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I mean, come on.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of like I've heard or from my with the US or whatever, but like a lot of Americans won't put their Christmas stuff out until after Thanksgiving, and that makes for a very short Christmas season. Whereas if you were
That's me.
Canadian,
We never put ours out until after Thanksgiving.
right? Yeah.
And there's so many, like here I see so many different traditions. Like a lot of my Hispanic coworkers, like they don't put up their stuff until Christmas Eve, and then they keep it up until Three Kings Day. So
Interesting.
yeah, so that's like their
I
tradition.
don't know if there's any Filipinos in the chat, but do you all go crazy? Because I have some friends, and I swear you can't see their yard. It's like,
Go big or go home, as April would
Christmas
say.
blew up in their yard.
This year I am gonna go out downtown to it's called the Bridle Path, and it's where Drake lives. It's where he has a house, and you can drive in through so these are all mansions, and they are decorated to the nines for Christmas. And I'm gonna get Garrett in the passenger seat with the phone, and I'm just gonna drive around and get it on the
have
vlog.
to just do, like, I call it Crap Alley, where there's this section of like 5 or 6 houses. One person doesn't participate, and they just literally throw whatever they have, lights, crap, whether it makes sense or not, all over their lawn, all over their house. And it's just like a group of them that say, hey, this weekend let's together. And I don't know if they think it looks great. It looks tacky. It looks stupid. And every day I drive home and I'm like, oh, here we go. That'll be my new road rage. It's just like, look at this crap out here.
There's one house on the way into the city. It's a little small house. It's got a decent sized front yard. Every single holiday, Easter, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, they have the blow up whatever on every.
Yes.
And I know I'm like, oh, I'm 10 minutes from the hospital. Great. Okay. Pick the.
Well, I love when I see them because at night on the way home, they're all lit up and they're blown up. But on the way to work, they're all sagging and they're like dead on the ground.
And it looks horrible when there's no snow. When you get like the snow and there's no snow, it just looks bad.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same aesthetics as
No.
The snow.
Yeah, Daniel said that's almost the Halloween Thanksmas season. Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No Thanksgiving is big here. Okay. Or is that no Thanksgiving is big here, or no Thanksgiving is big here? We have Halloween, then bonfire night, then Christmas in the UK.
I so want to go to bonfire. I am obsessed with the UK right now, and I'm like, I want to do all the UK things.
Yeah, I so want to go there.
I don't think people in the UK realize how much Americans really want to just go and like live life there because,
right?
We do. Maybe we just celebrate it differently.
Well, it's like even when I went to Germany, I was like, can I just stay here? Because
the German Christmas
German
markets.
Christmas. Oh my God. Please, I want to go.
Ever since I read, was it last year, the year before, I read a book by Sheila Roberts, and the whole book was them going on this cruise, like up the rivers, and they went it was over Christmas. I'm like, I so want to do this now.
Even
I just thought it was so fun because you could walk everywhere and go back to your place, and I was like, I want to stay here. And that was the first time. I had never even had that, what they call the hazelnut spread, Nutella.
Ooh,
I didn't even know that was a thing till we went there. It was like, they don't do peanut butter. It's Nutella and jelly and stuff.
Yes.
And it was like, oh, I could do this.
Mm-hmm. They blend together now. Yeah, they do.
Wonders.
It's just the holidays, so it's just a whole big blend. I celebrate Thanksgiving, end of story. So do I. To me, Thanksgiving is thankful for what we have and to celebrate another year and to eat a bunch of food.
Exactly.
Thanksgiving is still celebrated. No, it is still celebrated. I agree. I just feel like there's this taintedness around it.
I think businesses don't want it to be celebrated because they don't want to close down for another day.
Because you guys are off for what, 2 days? Is it the Thursday and the Friday you get?
Some places.
I work for Jewish people, so no. But
there, okay.
I think there are some places that get like 2 days off or whatever. Like I know a lot
they
of
get that big weekend
factory places and things like that. I think, but like when I worked at McDonald's, we used to get the day off, and that was it. because the day after it was Black Friday,
Black Friday.
and everybody's shopping, so we had to be there bright and early to get
Yeah.
that going and stuff.
And for us, we get out at
now.
2.
Now McDonald's is like, nope, we're working on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Christmas Day.
Christmas off, and it's like, really, we get 2 days off at this workplace, and we can't even have that now. You're gonna just give us one. It was like, really.
Yeah, I think like we get off at 2 on Fridays anyway, so our bosses would be like, "You got plenty of time to shop after this."
Because a lot of other places get like Memorial Day off, they get Labor Day off, they get all these other like little holidays off. But no, when you work in a fast food place, you're lucky if you get one.
You know what? And like in our area, because we're not in the big city, that they would be up until about 2 years ago, everything was closed on Christmas. Everything was closed Christmas Day, except for the pharmacy, because they needed to be open just in case, right? So anyway, I was at McDonald's and they were open on Christmas Day last year, and I was like, what? And I went inside and I was talking to the girl behind the counter, and she was a younger girl, teenage girl, and she says, actually, she goes, I really don't care. She goes, they asked us if they had enough staff, they would open. She said, but most of us, we did everything in the morning. Why not earn double time?
True.
For these kids in school, why not? But don't force people to do it. That's my thing.
When I was younger, I would always, like when I worked at the grocery stores, I would always work those days because I knew that like the adults had kids, they had to cook meals, and I knew somebody else was going to do that for me. So I would work that so they could go home. And now here we have a large Jewish population. We have a large Middle Eastern population. So Muslim, Jewish, that's a lot of different religions here now. So
absolutely,
that's, there's other Chinese food places, movie theaters are open because there's a lot of people that are still not doing anything on Christmas. So,
absolutely.
We celebrate on Christmas Eve. So I always jokingly say, like, I have my Jewish Christmas, which is order Chinese food and go to the movie theater anyway. So,
yes.
Like, who cares? And it said Columbus Day is the one they changed. Yes, that's another one too.
That is the date of Canadian Thanksgiving. That's how I remember when it is.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm telling you, I don't mind celebrating the Jewish thing. I want a Hanukkah thing where I can like have 8 days. Was it 8 days of presents?
8 days of gifts? Yes. Actually, that was the best thing growing up.
Yeah, no, it's like
I had a friend who was Jewish, and then I went to her house and I went, "Oh, your gifts, they're much smaller than the one."
That's the thing. They're much smaller gifts.
You're thinking like, "Oh, you get a bike every day." No. You get a notebook.
Nice little gifts, yeah.
Yeah, you get little small gifts, and then it's like they're always eating holidays. It's like, oh, but we're gonna have a ton of food. So
and latkes, oh my god, they're so good.
Well, it's funny. My boss, and they're all Jewish, and they say that he said the other year that they like kind of sat around and had a competition with themselves and said, if we celebrated Christmas, how would you decorate the house? Or like, how would you decorate the front lawn? So like, that was just kind of like their Christmas. They kind of said, what would we do if we celebrated Christmas? I'm like, you guys know it's about the birth of Christ, right? Not about decorating your house. So
right. Just saying.
Yeah, which they know, but that's like,
yeah.
Our Christmas stuff normally comes out right after Halloween in the UK, although some places do put it up early.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love decorations, but sometimes less is more. Yeah. I'm
Put
going
it all up
to
and
film those houses. Exactly. I couldn't imagine living next door to the Griswolds. It's funny in the movies, but they would be awful in real life. Well, just living next door to Clark would be annoying year round. So.
That was my father-in-law. Their house was done up like even the lawn had lights on it.
That's
dedication.
Just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We live out in the country, so there's like no reason to decorate the outside. Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for yourself. You don't. Well, I mean, I don't decorate outside, but you just decorate for whatever.
Yeah, I used to be big into that when Mom was around, but she was mostly the Christmas decorator person. She was the one that's like, okay, it's time to put the tree up and all that stuff. And now it's like,
exactly.
There you go. Clifton Mill, look it up in Ohio. Is amazing Christmas lights. We're known for it here.
Awesome.
I would definitely be a Margot or a Todd. Yes, so would I.
We have a really nice place. Like it's a few towns over where they have like a drive-through thing where you can drive through.
Mm-hmm.
And they have all the pretty white lights in different shapes of animals and all kinds of things. It's kind of neat.
I believe it. Yeah, we have one like that over here too.
I haven't been there in forever, but
yeah, me either. I should go one year. Somebody said the Edinburgh Christmas market is big in Scotland. Just again, would love to go to Scotland.
Bucket trip. Just take me to the
I just want to go
I
to the whole of the UK and
Scotland or
start at
Ireland.
one end and go to the
That's it.
other.
We need to do a big meetup in the UK.
Right? We're planning too small. We need to, move it.
Man, we need big.
Yes. I like pretzels
I
dipped
win
in
the
Nutella.
lottery.
That's all I use Nutella for. I've had Nutella desserts in crepes and restaurants. Yeah, that's when I. Or you could be like my coworker Chris, who just digs his spoon into his big bowl and just in his jar and licks it.
No,
That's like that with peanut butter.
Probably why he's been sick for 3 weeks now.
right.
Wow.
I get 3 days off for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. Oh, it's your new job at the library.
Congratulations. Oh yeah, at the last job I was at, I thought it was a big to-do because they shut down between Christmas and New Year's because most of the guys who worked in the plant were Filipino and they would take that time to go home. So they didn't have it, instead of everybody taking vacation, they just shut us down. And I'm like, wait, I get like a whole week off between Christmas and it was brilliant.
Nice. Nice. That's when I usually try to save like my last bit of vacation for like the time between Christmas and New Year, just to
Right?
have that like to slow it down, to relax, to know it's not just one day. I have time to enjoy it, and then
transition into the new year.
Exactly.
I did it last year. I took my time off last year and it was so nice having that time off.
And then I got an extra week when I got COVID after that. So, yay.
I transitioned really well this year.
Right?
I took COVID for my old job. Give us Thanksgiving off.
For a lot of places, it did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My husband will not shop anywhere, even a gas station, on a major holiday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that. There was a time when the daycare I worked for was open on the day after Thanksgiving, but my director started closing because most of the parents wanted to bring their kids so they could shop. Exactly. I could absolutely see that.
Yep.
Sarah, I make some killer latkes.
Yeah.
We have this big, in April, we have this big, garage sale thing. It's just in the whole of the town next over. It's 2,000 garage. I mean, it's huge.
Wow.
Try having buses and stuff go to school, and try, where. So they ended up having to make it a holiday. So they don't go to school on that Friday.
That's hilarious.
So I was like, oh, the kids are probably excited for a garage sale weekend.
See, and I feel like they'd be quick to do that for school, but not for work. You know what? It's going to be busy.
Right?
Have off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my doctor closes down for the garage sale thing
So
because where they're at, it's too packed, and he's like, I ain't messing with that. So we're closed for garage sale day. Go ahead and go do your garage selling.
That's cool, though.
Please don't get sick.
Yeah.
Right.
He has a super secret number in case we are sick. He will answer, but
In case of emergency.
Yeah.
911. No.
Right. Exactly.
That's what he says if I'm bleeding. He's like, he goes, if you're bleeding, call 911. Don't call me.
That's funny. Nell said I buy Christmas gifts all year long. If I see something that's perfect for someone, I buy it. Usually by the time December rolls around, I'm in pretty good shape. That's what my sister's doing right now this year.
I can't do that. I cannot do that. I want to give it to him right then. Once I've bought it, it's like, here you go.
Or I'll
Which is
forget
why
where it
I'm
is.
such a procrastinator, and I don't buy my Christmas gifts until a couple of days before Christmas.
That's why they invented Amazon.
There you go. There you go. Hard to believe it's almost over. It went so quick this year.
I know.
Yeah, I know. It seems like every year it gets faster and faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, Mike, that's awesome. I wish I could do that. And I said, all right, I'm hopping off. I need to get dinner and get ready for bed. All right. Have a good night. I think we are wrapping up here ourselves.
I was going to say, you guys are probably getting pretty droopy over there. It's still early here, so.
I'm okay. I'm just going to go lay in bed and watch TV for a couple hours.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody's making that salad for me for tomorrow, so I've got to go make it myself for lunch.
Darn it. So you need a salad maker, too.
I do.
We should make each other salads. Send them along.
Because I wouldn't mind making it for someone else,
Right?
I just I don't mind eating them if it wasn't so much work involved with making them.
You know what? You're so right, though.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And I know Mark just cleaned up the kitchen, so now I've got to go make a mess again. So
That's okay.
not going to be good. He just heard me. Anyway.
He's like, what?
Yeah.
You are not. You're going to clean it up yourself.
That's right.
Much. All right. Thank you guys so much for sprinting and chatting with me. and everybody in the chat as well.
Mm-hmm,
And we will see everyone on Wednesday. Well, I will
Yep.
not. You guys will see on Sarah's channel.
Sarah's
on
channel.
But yes, I'll see y'all on
I'll be
Wednesday.
watching Wardlow with no shirt on wrestling. So
You enjoy it. You and my husband.
Yeah, you have fun with your wrestling. Yeah.
I will.
Right?
All right, everyone. Have a good night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.